It is early National Signing Day, and we here at Chat Sports are going to keep running through some of the top recruiting classes so far. Next up, the Georgia Bulldogs, who had the number one class last year. Not quite number one this year, but they are in fantastic shape. Before we dive into the players, here's where things sit for Georgia across the different recruiting services. Now, all the rankings you'll see player-wise, use the 24/7 Sports Composite because that's the best one. Which also, side note here, they're number 3 in both 24/7 versions, 4 in Rivals. ESPN's 12? I don't know what ESPN is doing. I wanted to include them because we're going to do them for all. And they haven't been updating. They got weird rankings. I don't get it. ESPN failing, obviously, all the way down at number 12 for Georgia. That makes no sense. This is clearly a top 3 class, and that's pretty much the consensus here. 19 total commits, which, as we'll discuss in a second, the possibility for some more. 3 of them are 5 stars. I love the 5 stars Georgia got, by the way. 11 4 stars, and then 5 3 stars as well. Now, 2 recruits, I should say, are very close to making their official announcements. Donovan Edwards, the running back, 4 stars, and Xavian Sorey, the linebacker, a 5-star recruit. Those are coming up very, very soon if Georgia can get one of them. As we sit right now, they are barely ahead of LSU for that 3 spot. Getting one of those guys will put them up in a very good shape. Now, we've done Alabama, Ohio State. We got some more coming. And what we've always asked you guys to do is to shout out your team in the comments. So if you're a Georgia Bulldogs fan, type in UGA for me. Don't let the Bama fans that are going to come in and watch this one, or LSU or Florida, drown you guys out. Instead, spam UGA in the comments section. Let's start with the 5-star commits that Georgia has in this year's class. First up, Amarius Mims, number 7 overall, the offensive tackle, listed, by the way, at 6'7", 315. Georgia's track record under Kirby Smart specifically has been we're bringing in great offensive line recruits, and we're making them great. Amarius Mims seems next up on that one. Brock Vandagriff is next up here, committed all the way back in early January, or I should say mid-January of 2020. Hypothetically speaking, this is the future at quarterback, and that's really the plan for Georgia, too. Number 2 overall at quarterback, 14 overall, 6'3", 205. Out of Georgia, too, the homegrown kid is supposed to be the future for the Dogs. And then the other 3-star recruit, 5-star linebacker, out of Georgia as well, Smael Mondon, 6'3", 220, the number 2 linebacker in this class. And I want to emphasize this point, by the way. Mims, Vandagriff, and Mondon, all from Georgia. And they are 1, 2, and 3 in the state rankings. The Bulldogs, you got Alabama trying to pull guys away, Florida, all these great SEC teams. Georgia doing a great job. Shout out Kirby Smart of keeping that homegrown talent in state. All right, some more top 100 commits here for Georgia right now. And these guys, by the way, for the most part, outside of Nyland Green, have already signed their letter of intent, and more, of course, will come in as the day goes along. Micah Morris, look, another offensive lineman, also from Georgia, number 63 overall, the number 7 player in the state. Nyland Green is next up here, the cornerback, 69 overall. Very nice, by the way. Also from Georgia. So that is 5 straight players from the state of Georgia. And we're going to make it 6 here. David Daniel, an athlete, number 92 overall, also a 4-star recruit. And another offensive lineman, also from Georgia, Dylan Fairchild. He is number 11 overall of the top from the state, excuse me. Of the top 11 commits in the state of Georgia, the Bulldogs have commitments and/or letters of intent from 7 of them. That's pretty damn impressive there. Shout out Kirby Smart. Now I want you guys to grade Georgia's 2021 recruiting class. A, B, C, D, or F. Is this going to be as good as that number 1 class last year? No, probably not. Does it hurt they lost 4-star cornerback Dejon Warren to Jackson State and Deion Sanders? Yes, it does. But if I had told you, hey guys, Georgia, going to put together a top 5, even if not top 3 class, it'd probably give it an A. That's what I'm going to give it. This will be the pinned comment on today's video. So you get the ad break here, scroll on down and get your votes in. All right, now to the guys just outside the top 100. Brock Bowers out of California, number 102 overall, the number 3 tight end, number 10 player in the state. Also, side note, If I told you a guy's name was Brock Bowers, wouldn't you say he's probably like a tight end, maybe a linebacker? Brock Bowers is a great name for a tight end. Therefore, I think he's going to have a bright future in college football and even the NFL. Number 112, the 4-star running back, Lovasea Carroll out of IMG Academy, number 112 overall, the number 6 back. Georgia's done a great job in recent years finding guys, developing them. Perhaps Carroll is the next one on that list. All right, Jonathan Jefferson, also from Georgia, number 15 player in the state. He's number 149 overall, a defensive end. He, in theory, will pair with Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins out of South Carolina, who, by the way, is 6'5", 298. He is also the number 1 player in the state of South Carolina, so a good get there by Kirby Smart, pulling him away from the Gamecocks and others. Now, we're not doing just Georgia today. We're going to do a lot of college football recruiting videos, breaking down some individual teams' classes, some of the top players, where they've committed, some uncommitted guys, the top 25 classes later on in today. So if you want consistent updates on National Signing Day here, hit that big red button and subscribe today. Another hyphen guy here for you, Jamon Dumas-Johnson out of Baltimore, Maryland, all the way coming down to Georgia, 249 overall, or excuse me, 190 overall. My bad. I'll get that fixed here in just a second for you guys. But he's number 190 overall, the linebacker, and then 249 overall. Kamari Lassiter out of Alabama, the cornerback, the number 8 player in the state, by the way, does not go to the Tide. He goes to Georgia instead. Then Chaz Chambliss out of Georgia again. The Bulldogs do a great job of recruiting in-state. He's number 310 overall, the number 20. Technically, he's an outside linebacker in this class. All right, now to the 3 stars that Georgia has brought in here. Adonai Mitchell out of Tennessee, the number 10 player in the state, not going to the Volunteers. He's going to Georgia. Another offensive lineman, Jared Wilson out of North Carolina. He's 408 overall. Another IMG Academy product, Marlin Dean, listed at 6'6", 265. So let's get that boy a cheeseburger. He's 496 overall. Javon Bullard, another cornerback out of Georgia, number 55 in the state, by the way. And then to wrap things up here for the actual commits, Jackson Meeks out of Alabama is a wide receiver. He's number 647 overall. Now, I want you guys to put on your prediction caps here. Where will Georgia end up finishing in the rankings with where things sit right now? Again, we're using the 24/7 Sports composite to answer this particular question here. Number 1, number 2 are going to be tough. I think they can hold on to that number 3 spot. LSU is lurking. Clemson might make a big-time push in the later signing periods, later in January after the Army All-American game, or what was normally the Army All-American game. Georgia's 3 right now. I think they'll be able to at least hold that spot. So I'm going to guess number 3, which, I mean, you'll take every single year if you're Georgia. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. As a reminder, 19 total commits from Georgia. They don't plan on being done yet. We'll see what else changes. 3 of them 5 stars, and the Bulldogs in particular have done a fantastic job this year of keeping the local talent in state, getting a bunch of Georgia's top products to stick with the Bulldogs.